Hello. Okay. Stream will be starting in just a minute, guys. Hello. What's going on, everybody? Now I just got to make sure we got everything at the correct levels. And then after that, we should be pretty much ready to rock and roll. So, how's everyone doing today? Hopefully everybody's day is so far amazing. Check. Microphone check. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Alrighty, so I think we're good to go. How is everyone? Who do we got here today? Who do we got? Let me get organized and we'll get this thing going. I'm slightly unorganized today, but you know how that goes. All right, there we go. My computer is giving me problems. Sorry about that, everybody. All right, so I see we got Robert. What's up, nobody? We got Beard. We got everything. We got MSR, Altered Beast, Mitos, Dark, JR, Electric, Robert again, Mitos again. Astadini. I don't know. I can't read. How you guys doing today? Very nice to see everybody today. Thank you all for coming out. Always amazing to have you guys on the live stream. So thank you very much. Hopefully everybody's day is going amazing so far. Alrighty. So if you guys got questions, I will try to answer them. So what are you guys' questions? Inquiring minds would like to know. What guns am I running on Mars? So Robert would like to know what guns I'm running on Mars. Let me get a little music playing. So when I go to Mars, I usually use alien death rays. Kind of like the movie Mars Attacks, right? Are you guys familiar with that? Mars Attacks, the alien death rays? Okay. Kind of a bad joke, I guess. But anyways. Pulsars are very good on Mars. I like the pulsars. Sonic weapons if you're comfortable playing that close. Shotguns if you're comfortable playing close. Or Terrans are pretty good as well. Those are pretty much my favorites at the moment. I'm always switching around. And you know, the weapons like the claw, talon, and jaw are very good as well on there. Pilot modules for Mars. I would probably run 1 nuclear amplifier and 2 repair amplifiers. Or 1 nuke amp, 1 repair amp, and 1 last stand. If you find it dies too easy, maybe throw a last stand on there. Alright, so you just got the Mars. You know, the fainters aren't bad. The fainters are pretty good weapons still. They're not perfect, but you know what? They're still pretty decent. So you can definitely run the fainters if they work for you. Keep using them because they're really not that bad. They're not what they used to be. but they're actually still very good. Alright, so I don't really like the Wonder Worker skill. Wonder Worker is kind of cool, but at the same time, I find half the time when I go to use the ability, I'm already at full health or not able to heal much, so I don't think Wonder Worker is really the best skill for any robot. I've tried that on a lot of robots, and I always end up switching it out for something else, so I don't really advise using Wonder Worker. Get a drone with healing and maybe some repair amplifiers if possible, and that'll help you heal up big time. Cool Burn, what's up? Dark, what's up? Rockzilla. Jails, how you doing today? Electric. He wants to know, is Hazard good on the Mars? Yeah, you know, if you want to play it from a distance, Hazard can be very good on everything. If you learn to shoot around people's shields with the hazards, you will do very well. Daniel says, is Angler getting another nerf in 8.8? Not that I know of. I mean, it's a possibility, and I hope it gets a little bit of a nerf on its cooldown, but as far as I know, they're not planning on nerfing it. But it's a possibility. I just haven't heard anything yet. Josh says, what's the best thing to invest in, drones or modules? So Josh, right now, I would not invest much in drones because drones are getting a complete rework. On the next update, the drones are no longer going to have the same abilities, where we are no longer going to have microchips. What they're going to do is remove all the microchips from the game, and drones are now going to have set skills. So we don't know exactly what all the drones are going to do yet, but they're going to be adding new drones. It's just going to be a very big change. So as of right now, go with modules, right? Modules are very important. So wait till the rework hits before you invest anything in drones. That's my opinion. Electric says they should buff the radius of the Angler. The Angler is the worst robot that's ever come into the game. I mean, honestly, it's like an unstoppable bot that doesn't take any skill to play, so I think they need to nerf the crap out of it. They don't need to buff that thing. They need to nerf the crap out of it or delete it from the game. It's like the stupidest thing they've ever brought out into the game, in my opinion. I hate everything about it. I don't even play it because it's so unfair. It is the most unfair robot. I mean, you're seeing it right here, but this is pre-recorded footage. You know, I played mine a few times and I took it out of my hanger, and it's such an unfair robot, I don't want to play it. It's pretty much in the ability every couple of seconds. It blinds you, and 2 or 3 seconds later, it's right back invisible where you can't shoot it. It's a bullcrap robot, in my opinion. I hate it. It sucks. It's a turd burger. That's my opinion. You guys might like it, but I don't. Okay, so the mechanic skill is okay. I don't feel that you really need the mechanic anymore. It used to be one of my go-to skills, but if you have repair amplifiers, they kind of replace your mechanic skill. I mean, you can run the mechanic if you want. Like, if you don't have any repair amplifiers, the mechanic might be nice. But I always put the healing module and repair amplifiers on things, and I no longer need the mechanic. Josh says, Rockzilla, it's a scam. What's a scam? Let me see if I can find this comment. What do I think about the Shredder on Kefri? It's actually a very good build, my friend. I like that. Beard says, what would cause you to go into a battle that's already been playing for a minute or two? Beard, that means another player left the battle and it replaced them with you. That way the team wasn't down a man. Normally it's only during like the first like 30 seconds or 1 minute, I think. But more than likely somebody left and you were the replacement. Verso, how's your day going, buddy? We got Eric, what's up? So if you got questions, feel free to ask. I'm here to answer. Have you guys seen the info on the new Titan yet? That looks pretty interesting. Looks like it's only going to have 2 turrets, one for healing and one for damage. And it's not going to have 4 heavy slots like we thought, thank goodness. Typical gamer, hey hey. What do I think about the healing Titan? Just in time, I finally maxed my blinding Nodens. Well, you know, if you're a good Nodens player, every team can use a good healer, so Nodens is still good, and I hear they're actually going to be buffing Nodens sometime soon, giving him more hit points, so Nodens is still a cool Titan. The new healer is probably going to be really good, but we're going to have to wait till see what it's like on the live server before we fully know what it's capable of. I mean, eventually it's going to be on the test server, but the thing with the test server is they constantly make changes. They change this, they change that, they change the other thing. And then when it goes to the live server, it's not like it was on the test server most of the time. They just use the test server to gather data and info to decide how they're going to have it on the live server. So once that new Titan goes live, we'll fully be able to judge what it's capable of. But that's going to be a little while. Electric Decay is excellent on Seraph. Everything, no, it's the same old recording. I totally forgot. I totally forgot to record a new one, guys. I'm sorry. I know I said I was going to do that, but it slipped my mind. And then I was like, oh, crap. Right before the stream, I remembered. I was like, oh, no. Do I have Aether? Yes, it's a very good Titan, Robert. I love it. It's probably my favorite Titan now. Electric got 5 or 6 kills with the Mars. Nice, nice. That's awesome, actually. Congratulations on the Mars kills. You know, Mars is actually just a really cool robot. It's really fun to play. I mean, they did nerf him, but you know what? It's still pretty awesome. It doesn't really seem like it hurt him that much, honestly. So I'm going to play the heck out of my Mars every once in a while still. All right, so 3,000 left for the Raven. Everything you're almost building your Raven, huh? That would be awesome. Is there another earthquake in Turkey? Is there one happening right now or something, or is that the one that happened a couple of days ago? I'll tell you, man, earthquakes are nasty. I think Mother Nature's mad at us right now. I don't know what we did to upset her, but I think she's angry with us. Alright, everything's got the stealth pilot for the Raven. Raven's actually a lot of fun. I like it. Dog says, I barely have a bad run with the Mars. Nice, nice. Dark says, I don't think anything was nerfy. Dark Legends, what about not being nerfy? I like the nerfy the Mars, right? You don't think anything was nerfed as far as what? Robert, what kind of trouble are you having with your Mars gun? I have a feeling I know what you're going to say, but what's the problem there? Coburn says earthquakes are the worst. Have you ever been in one? I was in one time, but it wasn't anything. Yeah, like, you know, you felt the ground rumble a little bit. Wasn't a bad deal. I would hate to be in a nasty one. Damo, what's going on, buddy? Dark says everything. I don't quite follow. Quite a few things got nerfed and buffed recently. How to put it where you want it. Alright, well, you kind of gotta point and shoot, right? Point in the direction. Remember, the most it's going to travel is about 350 meters. If you tap the Mars turret, if you just tap the button once, it's going to fall off right in front of your feet. If you hold it down until it launches, then it's going to go to 350 meters. If you hold it down and then let go after maybe half of a second or 1 second, that's going to adjust the distance that it flies. So you just kind of got to get the timing down on how long to hold the button. It's a pain in the butt, but you'll get it. Keep practicing. You'll get the hang of it. Damo says, good invader tips. Which ones? Are you talking about the little YouTube short I made the other day? Should there be level-based matchmaking? So Scared, what's up, buddy? I don't know really what would be the best type of matchmaking, but I think we need something a little different than what we have right now. I feel like the matchmaking's not perfect. I mean, it could be a lot better, but I guess it could be worse at the same time. But the way the matchmaking currently works is for the first 30 seconds, it tries to find players with similar stats as you or whatever. And then if it takes longer than 30 seconds, I think they just throw you in with whoever to get you into the game quickly. Personally, I think I would be willing to wait another minute or so. Even if I had to wait 2 minutes to get into a game, that might not be that bad if the matchmaking was better, you know what I mean? But I'm not really sure what they could do to really improve it, but it definitely needs some improving. Alright. If they could do level-based matchmaking, I do think they said the reason they don't currently have that is certain players figure out how to exploit the level-based matchmaking somehow, so they can get into the game with noobs or something. I don't really know how that works, but I guess they have experimented with that in the past, and people were able to exploit it, they said. At least that's what I remember. That was a long time ago that I talked to them about that. Everything at once says 6 subs. Let's go. Progress is progress. Gotta wait. So if you're talking about subs on YouTube, yeah, man, you gotta just keep making videos, and some channels get lucky and they blow up, but if you're making good content, they say eventually you'll get there. I was watching a thing Mr. Beast said the other day, and he was like, your first 100 videos, don't expect to get any views unless you're really lucky. He said those channels that blow up overnight are like freaks of nature. It happens, but hardly ever. You gotta be crazy lucky. But yep, I wish YouTube was easy, but it's not. So Dog says, am I the only one noticing more people cheating with unlimited abilities? I don't really see that very often. Every once in a while I see somebody who seems to get into the ability more often than they should be, but I really don't see it often. Yeah, I don't know how long he's been a YouTuber, but he's definitely found out how to make videos that people want to watch. I know a couple of channels, like there's this one channel I watch that's doing extremely well. And he said, you know, I've had a total of 5 YouTube channels and the first 4 failed and this one actually worked. So I've actually had another YouTube channel for a while that just keeps failing. I got 3 channels. 2 are doing well. No matter what I do on the 3rd one, it fails. So I started trying to do something different on it. So we'll see what happens with that. Maybe it'll take off. I don't know. I'm actually going to start another channel as well. I'm going to start making like white noise and relaxing music videos because people love those things. Those are getting millions of views. And those videos are really easy to make, so I'm going to start doing relaxing white noise on a new channel. I actually recorded my first video for that today, actually. 45 minutes of relaxing white noise that will block out people talking from the other rooms and stuff, so I'm going to make a new YouTube channel after the stream ends and post that up. Should be interesting. So Dog says, do you think War Robots Frontiers will become more popular? You know, I'm not really sure. It's still kind of like in the open access beta testing phase right now, so I guess once it goes like fully live and it's out of beta testing, we'll find out. I mean, that's going to be on PC and it's going to be on PlayStation and Xbox, so I mean, it's definitely got potential. The new map's cool. It's a fun game. The robots are good. I like the game a lot, honestly. Ultra B says, I should yell, oh my god, the game is broken every time Pixar releases an OP item. Yeah, I don't know. I was in a goofy mood that night. I was like, I'm going to scream in everybody's ear. That was kind of funny. Dark says, I feel like at level 30, if you are not Mark II, you are not allowed to play. What do you mean? Haunted, I'm not sure they're ever going to make a mobile version of Frontiers. I don't think a phone can actually handle that game. White MBWR, how's it going? Nice to see you today. Josh says, I don't really mind the long matchmaking because it gave me some time to stand up and take a drink or so. Vulture, how's your day going, man? He says, it was better and did take longer. People whine, now we have what we have. Alright, so people were complaining about the longer matchmaking and now we have bad matchmaking. Yeah, I do think back in the day the matchmaking was better. I don't really remember it taking a long time, but I do remember better matchmaking in the past. If I miss anybody's comment, I'm sorry. Oh, you got a Hiachi to Mark III. Haichi, I think I always say it wrong. The Haichi. That's a cool robot. I can't play that thing worth a darn though. I've never been good with him or his brother. Now, Kumaho, I was really good with the Kumaho back in the day, but the Hiachi and the other guy, the other Dashbot, man, I could never play those two. You got some cryos on that, baby? Cool, cool. Alright, so everything will be back in 15 minutes. So, Haunted, are you talking about the Nintendo Switch? I remember talking to the game developers during the closed access beta testing, and I think that was something they were planning on looking into, but they weren't sure if it was going to be able to happen or not. So I guess there's a small possibility that the game could end up on the Nintendo Switch, but I'm kind of thinking not. I need to get a sponsor from Backbone. What the heck is Backbone? I've never heard of a Backbone. Well, I mean, I've heard of a Backbone, but not the Backbone that you're talking about. I'm not sure what that is. I've had a couple people contact me about, paying me to do ads for their product, but it seems like if it seems like some sort of scam or shady thing, I'm not going to advertise for that. You know what I mean? We'll pay you $100 to try to advertise for a scam company. No, thank you. It's a shame. I mean, if some of those things didn't seem like a scam, I would be all about it. But so far, the ones that have contacted me are kind of iffy. You killed a Gareth and felt bad? Backbone is for turning mobile devices into portable gaming devices. Huh. That sounds pretty interesting. I'll have to look that up and see what that's about. Never heard of it. Sounds kind of cool, but so what is a portable gaming machine? Like a phone that can play PC games or what? Oh, you can stream from your Xbox or PlayStation to your phone. Huh. So you can actually somehow play the Xbox games on your phone, is what you're saying. That's kind of cool. Dark wants to know how to get the weapons to Mark II. Okay, play a lot of games and save up your silver. And save up enough gold to pay for the Mark II. One thing about this game is it takes a lot of grinding on the resources. You just gotta grind all day long to get the resources. Or you go into the daily deals and buy it with real money. I mean, those are pretty much the two options. Grind your butt off. Now, one thing is if you buy the VIP, I mean, sometimes you can get like 45 days of VIP for like $5 or something in the special deals. And those will give you 50% more silver every time you play a game. And also, if you have any of the resource boosters, those will give you a lot more silver as well. So if you've got resource boosters going and VIP, you will earn a lot of extra silver. Free-for-all is a really good way to earn silver, but free-for-all is... You gotta watch out. Like, if you're in the lower leagues or something, you gotta watch out playing free-for-all because sometimes that can push you into a league faster than you're ready for. I know a couple people who played free-for-all, that's what they started off doing, and next thing you know, they moved up to the Champion League really fast. And they realize, hey, when I play anything other than free-for-all, I'm getting stomped here because my stuff is not leveled up enough, so... What should you put on a Fury? I I don't know what do you have? What heavy weapons do you currently have? Do you have 3 of any specific weapon at the moment? Dog says, I am surprised I see so many anglers at the current price they are being sold for. I'm not really sure what you mean by that. Yeah, Kron played Reaver Bolt and got killed in 2 seconds. Yeah, that's not really that is not an easy robot to play unless you're a brand new player. It's kind of cool and fun, but don't expect that guy to do very good. Joseph says, I drew an Ardent Rime, Ardent Cryo, and Ardent Glacier. Those are cool. Glaciers hit really hard if you use them correctly, but the reload time is very long. Cryos, I don't know. Cryos and Rhymes I don't love as much, but the Glaciers hit really hard if used properly. What's up, King Crab? How you doing? He's like, I'm in gold 3. That's a nice place to be. Dark is in gold as well. Altered B says, could Puncher, Shredder, Revenant replace Sonics? Puncher, Shredder, Puncher, Shredder. Yeah, man, Revenant with Puncher and Shredder is actually really good. A lot of people put a Puncher on there and then they play with the light weapons to see which one works best. But Puncher at a close-up range is a very strong weapon. So yeah, I definitely recommend putting a Puncher on there. Scared is an Expert 1 and only play FFA. Yeah, free-for-all is a really fun mode, actually. Dog says, I haven't used a Glacier since the day of Ao June. Yeah, I don't really use them anymore because of the reload time is so long, but they hit really hard. Is there any giveaway today? No giveaways today, my friend. Where is my 200 Amugi giveaway? I highly doubt I'm going to have one. I doubt Pixonic is going to arrange a Amugi giveaway, but that would be awesome. I'm not sure what the next giveaway is going to be yet, but we'll find out here sometime soon. King says, I have 23 Tulumbas and 10 Thunders. Now, Tulumbas pretty much suck. Thunders are actually pretty good in the mid or lower leagues. So, Manny and Adrian always have the best giveaways, I've noticed. The rest of us, we get nice stuff, but Manny and Adrian always get the really good giveaways. Scared says, did you hear that the drones are disabled from February 14th to 20th? I saw something about people saying something about drones disabled, but where did you see that? I actually didn't hear the details on this. It was on Reddit, okay. Was that actually Pixonic that posted it or somebody else? I want to make sure that's real. Sometimes I should check the Reddit more often because I think Pixonic posts on the Reddit before they post on other places for some reason. They don't really tell us a lot of that stuff. We find out most of the stuff when you guys do if we follow the same places. Dark, I do recommend building a Scorpion. If you want an assassin style robot, Scorpion's pretty darn good. King says, can you use a build in your second live stream or now? What do you mean? Like, I'm not actually playing right now. I'm not sure what you mean by second live stream, but... Dog says, I quit playing for a while when the Hawk came out. The days of Ao Jun owning the sky was a good memory. Scorpion was new back then. Yeah, Ao Jun's actually still pretty fun, but it's very hard to play. It's not what it used to be, I will tell you that. Josh says, is the Ravana a good beacon runner? Not exactly, because if you go into the ability, it can't grab the beacon when it's in the ability. It's a great brawler, and if you know how to play it, it'll beat the heck out of some people. Hey, is my gameplay video? Oh, okay, it's working. Never mind. Scared says, I'm sure it was a mod post. I wonder why they're going to disable the drones. That's interesting. King says, can you use that build? I don't think you posted a build, did you? I mean, if it's good, I might. If I have it and I like it, yeah. Alright, so Andrew, damage and kills and beacons are one of the things, or three of the things that give you honor points. So, things that give you honor points will be like killing a Titan, deploying a Titan, kill streaks. The longer the kill streaks, the more. Healing yourself, healing your teammates, grabbing beacons, dealing damage. There's probably like 15 or 20 different things that can give you honor points. So, if you have more damage and kills and stuff and somebody gets more honor than you, they did more of those things. So yeah, sometimes the honor point system is a little bit weird and it seems like it's a little bit off or unbalanced, but... King says, Spears with Loki and 3x Nitro. You know, Spears actually are terrible right now if you're not running that, autopilot. So I don't think I have an autopilot leveled up for my Loki. I do really like Loki, but I don't have the right pilot to make those spears work well for him. I dislike Angler more than anything else. Angler is a terrible piece of junk that needs removed from the game. Alright, so Mastro says for the Leech, which weapons would I recommend? If you've got Pulsars, right now I think Pulsars are great weapons for the Leech. The Raz doors are okay. The Wasps have a really long reload time, so I don't really recommend them unless you don't mind a long reload. Atomizers are quite good. Fainters are okay, but my pick would be the Pulsars on that one. Do I think the Mars is worth getting? Yeah, the Mars is still pretty good. I do like the Mars MSR. They did nerf it, so it's not quite as good as it used to be, but I put mine in and played it a couple days ago, and I was still having a lot of fun with it, and it did very good. What do I think about the Blights? They're great. If you want to play long-range weapons, longer range I should say, the Blights are very nice. They hit hard. They're just an all-around very good weapon. You just need to learn how to time them around people's shields. If you can learn to time them around people's shields, you'll love those things. Dark says, what level does Scorpion get good at? I guess that depends on... That depends on what level the players you're going up against are. I mean, if you're like a new player, you're down in the lower leagues, I mean, level 5 or level 6, it's going to be doing pretty good, you know what I mean? If you're up in like Diamond or Masters, probably like level 10 to level 12. If you're up in Champion, you definitely want to get it up into the Mark II if possible. King Crab says, my stream is lagging. I've actually got it playing in the background and it seems to be doing okay. Maybe restart your phone or maybe open the stream and close it down and restart it because it's not lagging for me. Does anybody else see any lag on the stream? I'm guessing that's on your end actually. But yeah, it's hard to say exactly when the Scorpion's going to start performing good for you, but the stream is 8 or 9 out of 10. What's that mean? The stream is an 8 or a 9 out of 10. 8 or a 9 out of 10 what? I'm not really sure. Oh, the quality. Gotcha. So you're giving it a 10-star rating or an 8-star rating? Andrew says, it's hard to stay in Champion League. I always get knocked out. So more than likely, you're probably going to need to level your stuff up more. Like when I first got in the Champion League, my stuff really wasn't... it really wasn't leveled up enough, but I got into there and I was constantly in Champion, then out, then in, then out, then in, then out. And then eventually, as I leveled my stuff up more, I stayed in the Champion League. I mean, sometimes after the season resets, I get knocked back down into Masters or something for a couple of days. But usually I don't stay in Masters for more than 2 or 3 days, if even that. Hey, Personal, how's it going? Nice to see ya. Scared says, do 100 of the 10 key chests give equal progress? Alright, so the main reason to open the 10 key chest is because of the power cells. There's power cells and resources in there. You're not going to get a lot of good stuff out of it, but if you're in need of resources and power cells, those give you a nice amount of power cells. Now, the other day I opened, what was it, 1,000 keys or 1,500 keys? And I think I got like 3,000 power cells from opening that amount of the 10 chests. One of these days I'm going to get a bunch of keys and make a video on and try to figure out how many power cells you actually get from those 10 chests. Maybe one of these days I'll actually buy a pack of keys and get like 10,000 keys or something crazy. And then open them all and count the amount of power cells. I've been meaning to do that for a long time. I've just never got around to it. Alright. Will you get the super chest? Yes. If you open enough, you will get a super chest. Ah, Venus already did that video. Cool. I guess Venus has a video like that on her channel then. If you guys want to look that up, that might be something interesting to watch. I mean, of course, everybody's going to get slightly different results because it's kind of random, but I would imagine the results will still be at least similar, though, you know what I mean? Can you teach how to be OP if I'm only in Gold League? Alright, so in order to play the game well, you need to practice a lot. If you can find a team to play with, if you can find a team of good players to play with, that helps, because if you're in a game with 6 players and 5 of them are just random people, if they suck, your team is going to suck. If they're good, your team is going to do okay. It takes all 6 players to do well, so the only time it's all about you and your skills is free-for-all. So number 1 is, if you're playing beacon modes or team deathmatch, you need to have a good team. Number 2 is getting good robots and weapons that perform well and work well for you. It's not about having the newest and the best. It's about having stuff that works well for you. Next is practicing and playing those robots a lot until you really get the hang of them and learn the robots. You know, having good drones, modules, and pilot skills is also a big help. So what I always say is, if you're struggling to get everything upgraded, pick 5 robots, put weapons on them, and do not change anything. Do not change anything until you have those up into the high Mark II level at least. Because if you're always changing, oh, I got this new weapon, I'm going to throw this on and upgrade that. Oh, I got this new thing, I'm going to upgrade that. You're never going to get anywhere. Like, I used to do that. As soon as I would get something new, I would stop on the current thing and start upgrading the new thing. And I never had anything higher than like a level 8 or 9 hanger, right? One day I stopped doing that. I just stuck with a hanger and I maxed it out. And I was like, wow, that went so fast compared to what I was doing. And then once that hanger was maxed out, then I picked the next item to work on until I maxed it out. Then I picked the next item. Then I just focused on one item at a time at that point. And that was a really big help. But a lot of players, every time they get something new, they want to upgrade it. And unless you're some sort of resource machine, earning crap loads of resources or buying a lot of it, you're never going to get anywhere if you just constantly keep changing everything out. King says, do you love cats? Mad Cat, do you love cats? And Danny, also, do you? Do I love cats? Well, I like some cats. Some cats are jerks. Some cats are really cool. So if it's a cool cat, yeah. If it's a jerk cat, I don't like it. You know what I mean? Some people have cats that don't want anybody to touch it. They just eat and sleep and hate everything. And then other people have cats that are really nice and friendly, and those ones are kind of cool, you know? The Pro Crack, what's up? Yeah, I'm just doing a question and answer today. So if you're talking about squatting, I'm not actually playing. This is just pre-recorded footage here while I answer everybody's questions. Zura, how's it going? Kron, you named your cat Nike? My cousin used to have a hamster named Wedgie. Wedgie, 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 wedgie. So, would anybody name their animal Wedgie? I would. That's a funny name. Josh says, I like playing FFA because I don't have to worry if I had bad teammates. Yeah, you know, if I go to FFA, I can easily get 1 to 2 million silver per battle. I usually come in first to third. Most of the time, either first or second. I earn a lot of silver. I mean, it's a great game mode. You don't have to rely on anybody but yourself to do well. Yeah, personal. Yeah, that's a great idea, buddy. He says, make sure you save your resources for when the upgrade is going. So a lot of guys do that. They save the resources. They don't spend them until there's the big discount on upgrades. And on that day, they just bust out a lot of upgrades. Zura, he says, so 6 mutas. Yeah, I actually really need to record some more game footage. This is just old footage. Those smooches actually got nerfed. They're still good, but they're not what they used to be. Manila, you don't necessarily have to spend money, but it definitely helps. Definitely helps a lot. You can get away without spending a dime, but it's going to take a really long time, and you're probably going to be stuck playing, you know, some decent stuff. But anybody who has skill can just play it. You don't need the best. You can play decent stuff if you got some skill and still do well and have a good time. But yeah, it's not always about having the best. I mean, I actually know some people. I know some people who spent a fortune. And they suck at the game big time. So just because you buy a bunch of really nice stuff doesn't mean you're going to do well. Skill has a lot to do with it. An unskilled player with the best of everything is still going to suck. For the most part. A skilled player that knows what they're doing is going to be amazing. So there's a lot of variables and factors that go into it. King says, I am fully free to play and I play from 2027. Are you from the future? Guys, I think King is a future guy. He come from the future. Alright, so King, I don't really know what you got going on, buddy, but what's it like in the future? Please let us know. We need to know if Skynet happens. Hey Jerry, how's it going? He says, what's the best way to kill a Titan with a normal robot? Okay, so outplay that thing. Run circles around it. Try to make so it can't hit you while you're shooting it. I mean, if you have a tanky robot like a Revenant or an Invader or a Fenrir or something, just get up in its face. Try and run circles around it. Try not to get hit. Just keep at it till you kill it. Now, if you're in a if you can't talk, if you're in a squad with some teammates. And you can say, hey, let's have 2 or 3 of us go over here and focus on killing this one Titan. That's an easy way to do it. Now, if you're not in the squad with the teammates and you're just playing with random players, that can be a lot harder, but it takes a lot of practice to get good at killing Titans. Some people are great at it, some people are not, but eventually you'll get the hang of it. But sometimes if you know it's out of ammo, then it's good. That's a good time to go in and strike. But every Titan is different. And every person plays their Titan different. So you kind of got to just wait until you go, hey, this is the right time to strike, and then run in and do it. But things like that do take a lot of practice. And I mean a lot, so. What's the best pilot for Fenrir? You gotta have Bernadette Wolf on Fenrir. That gives him 50% more durability and turns it into a full-blown tank. Like, if I didn't have that pilot, I don't think I would play the Fenrir. I would probably never play my Fenrir if I didn't have the Bernadette Wolf. I mean, Bernadette makes the Fenrir amazing. Manilo says, I can kill a Titan with my angler, no problem. Yeah. I think an angler can kill anything, no problem, one-on-one. I mean, nothing... One-on-one, you can't really fight back against an angler because it's always invisible. It comes out of the ability and 2 seconds later, it's invisible again. Anglers have no problem killing anything. Personal best says, do you know when the mountain is coming back? What do you mean by the mountain? As far as I know, the game's never had a mountain, so I'm not sure what you mean. Unless you're talking about that game mode called King of the Hill, maybe? So many people hated King of the Hill, they removed it. Everything at Once has returned. Welcome back. Kron says Seraphs can kill anglers. Sometimes, yeah. You gotta be able to not get blinded by it is the key. The Snow Mountain. I have no idea what that is. Maybe you're talking about Yamato? The map Yamato? Yeah, Yamato, okay. Yeah, that's coming back eventually, but we don't really know when. They've been working on it for a really long time, so... whenever the heck they get it done, that's when we're going to see it again, but I don't really know why it's taken so long. I think they're having a really hard time getting that map working. I mean, we kind of got a chance to play it a little bit on the test server. And I think they put some teleporters on it, which is crazy. But yeah, I mean, eventually we're going to see that come back, but I don't know exactly when. Like, I think last time I heard there were some bugs or glitches on the map. Everything at Once says, I just watched Manny and he put armadillo on hunting grounds. Yeah. I made a YouTube short about that the other day. If you put the armadillo on something in hunting grounds, they cannot kill it. But I had an angler with armadillo and it was easily getting first place every single time. Pro Crack says, how to become a Warbots content creator. Alright, so if the first thing you need to do is get 500 subscribers. And you have to have enough view hours every month as well. how long it takes you to get 500 subscribers and the amount of view hours needed, I'm not really sure, but any YouTuber who meets those requirements will do okay. Now, if you go over to the Warrobots Creators Program website, you can kind of look up the rules and regulations and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's all about having a decent YouTube channel, I think. So some people, they can get their 500 subscribers right away. Some people, it takes a lot longer. Just depends on how lucky or unlucky you are, you know? Some people are really lucky and their channel blows up overnight. Other people, not so much. King wants to know, what was the King of the Hill game mode? Well, it was a really stupid game mode where there was one beacon that would activate, and both teams would have to go to the beacon and fight over it, and whoever grabbed that beacon first got a point. And then once somebody grabbed that beacon, another beacon on the map would light up, and everybody had to rush to that beacon and fight over it. And the problem is that the team that controlled the current beacon was always able to get to the next beacon right away before the other team could. So it was a very one-sided game and everybody hated it. So eventually they were just like, nope, we're getting rid of this thing. I'll tell you what, I'm really glad that they did. I thought that game mode sucked. I thought it sucked big time, so I didn't like it at all. But it was probably like 90% of the players hated it, and eventually people just quit playing it and they removed it. So Brandon says, what's the best long-range weapons to have on your robots? Well, I'll tell you what, those new lasers that came out recently, like the Hawaji and the Yowoji, I don't know how you pronounce those or spell those, but those new lasers are actually really cool because they do nice damage from 800 meters. So you can play those from a distance, or you can brawl with them if you need to. So those are pretty cool deals. Now the Prismas are really strong, but they run out of ammo and they have kind of a long reload time. But so if you want something that's just a really powerful sniper weapon, Prismas. But just remember, they have a long reload. A lot of people don't play them just because the reload takes so long. But you know, if you can get used to the reload, they're pretty darn good. Now the other thing about the Prismas is they lose power as you get closer. I think at 500 meters or further they do the most damage. I'm not sure if it's 500 or 400 meters, but at some point they stop doing as much damage. How do you get the new weapons easily? Currently, the only way to get them, I think, is opening those game chests. So you gotta buy a bunch of tokens and then open the chest. So JR, I guess the drones are going to be disabled for a little while. I'm not really sure why. Let me look at something really quick. I gotta see what's going on with that. So I think it was supposed to be posted on Reddit, right? I'm not seeing anything about this. Okay, drone shop. Yeah, drone deployment in combat will be disabled on February 20th. So on the 20th, we will not be able to drop drones. So I guess that's just pretty much going to be the way it is until the rework hits. I don't know. That's going to be very interesting when nobody has drones. That'll be super interesting when nobody has drones. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I mean, personally, I think that's going to be kind of fun. Hey, what's up, LOL Gamer? How you doing today? Nice to see you. Hope everything's been going well. Ah, so somebody just put... I can't read your name, my friend, but he put up a damage chart there for how Prisma works. Thank you. I guess I was a little bit wrong on how the Prisma damage worked, but... I thought there was like two different less damage and a more damage setting, but it looks like there's several different ones. Thank you. Glad you're doing good, LOL. That's awesome, my man. Dog says, my kamikaze style is going to make squads hate me. Your team will probably hate you if you're going kamikaze. Don't go kamikaze. I'll tell you what, without drones, the robots are going to be a lot weaker. It's going to be really weird. I mean, the robots are going to die really fast. They're not going to do as much damage. Alright, so this is just pre-recorded gameplay. This is not actually me playing. I can't concentrate on playing the game and answering your guys' questions at the same time. It's impossible to read all these comments while playing, so... Right now, we just got gameplay up on the screen. I'm not actually on the game. But I would have made a Revenant... I know I made a Revenant video not too terribly long ago, and I'm still using the same pilots on mine for the most part, so... If you look up my last Revenant build, that's how I probably have the pilot skills set up still, or at least really close to it. But I can actually look at my account and tell you what I'm using if you want to know. It's not going to pop up on the game or on the YouTube screen, but I'll tell you exactly which skills I'm running. So if you need to write that down or something, get ready, because I'm going to open the game right now and let you know exactly what I have on mine. Now I just have to find my Revenant. Where are you at, Mr. Revenant? Ah, it's in my hangar. Perfect. That makes it easy to find. Alright, so currently I have Death Survivor, which is pretty decent. I have Armor Expert, which is a must. I have Tough Guy, which is a must. I have Cautious Pilot. I have Roadhog. I have Customization Adept. And I have Dodger. Now there's one other skill which I don't have on here, which is really good, which when you get down to like 30% health, you get extra defense points. So that's another skill you might want to think about putting instead of Death Survivor. Death Survivor is okay. It's not the greatest skill. I might actually change that out. Let me see. If I replace Death Survivor, and if I were to put on... What's that other skill called? Let's see if it's available on this guy. Ah, man. Defense Expert is a nice skill. Revenant has increased defense points while its ability is active. That's a very good skill. So that's probably the one I would use instead of Death Survivor if I wanted to spend some gold. I don't see the other skill I was talking about. Nope, can't find it, so it must not be available for him. Or maybe I've already got it. But those are the skills I'm using right there. Alright, so Physical Shield Expert. Revenant's Physical Shield is pretty lousy, so it's almost not really worth running that skill. It's not really worth running that skill on there, in my opinion, because the shield breaks so fast, it doesn't really help the shield all that much. What's up, Grady White? Doing good, bud. How about yourself? So everything at once, when the microchips disappear, they are going to convert your microchips into a currency for leveling up the new drones. What is the good flying robot? So Brandon, I think Seraph is a very good flying robot. Amugi is a very good flying robot. Hawk is a pretty decent flying robot. Fafnir is pretty decent. Those two I just mentioned are a little bit older, but still pretty good. I think Seraph is pretty much the flying robot everybody wants right now when it comes to just a full-blown flying robot. Hey, Terra Road, what's up, buddy? Yeah, no problem. I was on Terra Road stream earlier. Anytime I see you streaming, man, I'll stop by if I have the chance. Your streams are always a little bit early in the morning for me, so I'm usually working on my videos and stuff, but I was kind of mostly done with them. I opened up the YouTube and I saw, hey, Terra Road's on. So I'm like, I got to stop by and say hello. Josh says, I'm pretty sure the new drone currency is going to be impossible to obtain. Well, we definitely hope not. We definitely hope not. That would be terrible, honestly, but we'll see what happens, right? I mean, hopefully it's not going to be impossible to obtain, but we're definitely going to need to be able to level our drones up. So we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. I mean, I don't know if we're going to be able to earn it or we have to buy it or what. But nobody really knows so far. Nobody knows. No one sees. No one knows but me. Sorry. I got some Johnny Cash stuck in my head for a minute there. Yep, good old Johnny Cash. Kron says, not with all the drone gold. Oh my gosh. I can't talk today. Kron says, not with all the gold chips that I have. All I can say is when they convert us over to the new currency, I hope they do it fair. Like, I hope everybody gets a fair amount. You know what I mean? Give us a fair amount of the new currency. Oh. That's not working very well, is it? Check, check, check. What's going on? Hey. Oh, now I see why it's not working. I have the wrong thing. Hold on a second. All right, here we go. Here we go. I hit a button by mistake and it messed up my microphone setting there. Now I got to readjust it. Sorry about that. I apologize for the messed up microphone there for a minute. All right, I think we got it back to normal now. JR says, Danny's in the next room. No, I accidentally turned something off. And it turned the volume way down by mistake, so. Mito says, they have to make money from something. Well, that is true. They definitely need to make some money. I'm pretty sure they make plenty of it, though. I think this game makes like millions of dollars every month, so I need to figure out how to make millions of dollars every month. You know what I mean? That would be amazing. Usman says, can Fafnir is best robots? If you're asking if that's a good robot, it's pretty decent. It's not one of my favorite robots. Some people really like playing it and some people don't, so it's not super easy to play, I will say that. But it's very fun. So some people love it, some people hate it. I don't know whether or not you would like it, but it's actually a good robot if you play it correctly. Best tanker. Position 1, 2, 3. I don't know what any of that means. What is a tanker and what is position 1, 2, 3? Andrew says, I have the Bernadette Wolf pilot. Can I still get traditionalist pilot skill for 20? Yes, but it sucks. I have a video on traditionalist Fenrir, and you might want to go watch that before you get that pilot skill. I feel like you're probably going to be wasting your gold if you use that skill. So I really don't recommend it. What is the best tank robot in the game? Now that's a little hard to answer. That's kind of going to be personal preference. But honestly, I mean, Fenrir with the Bernadette Wolf is a great tank. Invader is a great tank. The Revenant is a great tank. There's a lot of robots that just kick some major butt. Those are probably my 3 favorite tanks right there. But yeah, I would not run the Traditionalist Fenrir because you're going to lose use of one of your weapons, and that's not good. And you're going to lose all your defense points as well. So it's a really bad deal overall, in my opinion. I actually thought it was going to be something a little bit different than it is, so I was quite disappointed. But you know, what can you do, I guess? It is what it is. I'm just glad I didn't spend the gold on my own account to do that, because my gosh, it sucks. Kron says Traditionalist Shell. Wait a second. Does Shell actually have a Traditionalist skill? What do you give up to get it? Are you sure Shell has that? That would be crazy. Yeah, I haven't really played Shell in a long time, so I don't really know about the Shell these days. Shell was pretty awesome back in the day. But definitely not really my thing anymore, you know? I was never a super good Shell player. Like, some people really played the heck out of the Shell, but I was never one of them. I always kind of sucked at Shell, honestly. It was fun. So I see you're asking again, can Fafnir is best robot? I don't think so. I kind of tried to answer that already, but... It's a nice robot, but it's not the best robot. Kron says you should not use a shell pilot. All shell pilots rely... Oh yeah, if you got Traditionalist, I guess you're going to lose the shell's ability. And at that point, having a shell pilot, the skill's not going to work, so... So yeah, you'll lose the ability to use your shell's pilot. So that would not be super wonderful. LOL 2018, how's it going? Best Titan Slayer. I'm not really sure if there is a best Titan Slayer, honestly. I mean, a Hawk is a really good Titan killer. Oh yeah, when someone was asking about best tanks, Kepri is also a really good tank. Any high hit point tank is pretty good at killing Titans at times. There's so many different variables and stuff in the game. It's hard to really say one thing is like the absolute best at something, because you never know what you're going to be going up against or what it's going to have. So there's a lot of different situations, but if you build a Hawk correctly, the Hawk's laser will really eat up a Titan. Josh wants to know if anybody's tried Traditionalist Skyros. I don't think that exists, my friend. But if it did, I would probably play it. I would be all about that if they actually had one, but they do not. But yeah, I would love to play something like that, guys. That would just be simply amazing. I would be like, yeah! You would not be able to kill it. That would probably be the unkillable robot. I don't know, it would be kind of fun though, I guess. Andrew says, how much resistance does Aether have while flying? I don't exactly know. I don't think it says, honestly. There's certain things in the stats that they don't tell us, and I don't think it says, but let me look really fast and find out. But I don't think it tells us. Let me double check. Oh crap, I accidentally closed the live stream on my phone. Now I can't hear myself talk. This is horrible. Alright, so here's the Aether. Let's check out his details. Speed, I don't see anything about the damage resistance. Yeah, I don't think it tells us. There was a time where people were saying there was too much information about the robots and their abilities, so they decided, okay, well, we'll go ahead and put less information, and now we don't get enough. They don't tell us a lot of the stuff in the descriptions now, which kind of sucks. So yeah, I actually have no idea in the world how much defense points that has in the air. It just does not explain those things. Now, maybe if you go over to the wiki, wiki page or something, it would explain. I'm not sure. But that's always a possibility or something you can try. Yeah, I think there's a wiki fandom page for War Robots, and that would be a really good place to go look. If you're going to find that information, that's probably where it would be. So yeah, maybe go look for that on the wiki page. You can probably just type in War Robots fandom, and more than likely that will pop right up. But yeah, I really do like the War Robots fandom page. There's a lot of really good info over there. I used to use that all the time when I was trying to find stats. But lately, I don't know, I haven't been over there a whole lot. But it's a very good page. Have I played Mech Assault? Brandon, no, I've never heard of that. What's up, son Paul? How you doing? So we've only got a couple minutes left on the stream. I'm waiting for somebody to... I'll be waiting for somebody to call me about my taxes. I got to work on doing my taxes this year. They were supposed to call me yesterday. I had a phone appointment and they never called. So this morning I called and complained. They rescheduled my appointment. So I'm like, I'll be busy until a certain time. And then they're like, okay, well, we'll call you. So right after the stream ends, I should be expecting a phone call from those people. And they better call this time or I'm going to have to beat them up, you know? Y'all better call me. That's all I got to say. They better do their job and call me. If not, I'm going to be very angry. But you know, you guys know how it is. Alright, so Josh likes the Wiki fandom page. Yeah, it's actually really good. I think my buddy Alex runs that, or he's a moderator on it or something. You know, they do a pretty good job. Last time I looked, I haven't been on there a while, but last time I looked, they did a really good job at keeping everything up to date over there. But everybody, I gotta get going because the tax people will be calling very soon, so I guess I need to sign off. I just want to say thank you guys for coming out today. You guys are all amazing. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me on the streams and watching the videos and all that good stuff. You guys are all amazing. Anybody who's a moderator, thank you. Channel members, thank you. Anybody who ever donates, thank you. That extra support's always a big deal. But I will catch you next time, alright? I'll be back on Thursday with another gameplay stream and then Sunday with a gameplay stream. So hope to see you guys there. Have a great day, everybody, and I will catch you later. See ya. Lightning out.